Alright, hopefully everybody should be able to hear me. I'm not sure if everybody was able to come out because I changed the time on you, but whatever, suck it. This is what it's going to be, so tough. Okay, I'm going to try and remind myself where the hell I am right now. Also, I'm not a morning person at all, so I'm probably dumber than I was every other time I've tried to do this. So that'll be, let's call it a handicap. Let me see. I believe it's this one. Alright, does this look right? Yeah, this looks right. Okay, so, let me see what I got here. 3 engineers, 2 scientists. I'm kind of at the middle point of the game now. I have the second tier of weapons for basically everybody, the second tier of armor. I have some engineers, I have some science. I'm like halfway up the tech tree. One thing I definitely, I probably should have done a little bit differently is I should have built this proving ground earlier. I'm realizing it does a lot of things. It's where you build all of your ammo and grenades, like special ones, which isn't too big of a deal, and I figured I could put it off, but what I didn't realize is that there's special weapons that run through it, the freeze grenade and the axe, which I could have used. I'll show you those once I'm able to get them. And it probably was more important than this infirmary, so, shit happens. If I really wanted to get this, I could get this 5 days faster by swapping one of these engineers off of it, but I still want to try and clear out some of this debris, so... and I only have the 3 engineers at present, and one of them is basically locked on the resistance ring, because I like the resistance ops running faster, so I'm just going to deal with it for now. If I get another engineer, though, I might put them there. Alright, and we'll see what we've got in the way of soldiers. I don't recall exactly what was going on here, but I've got, looks like a pretty fair amount of people who are actually wounded, and Luke and Smith still have PTSD, so once that infirmary is done, I can actually treat that, but for now I don't want to use them. I kept on forgetting and sending Luke, and it wasn't good because he was afraid of the Chosen. Templar is tired. I got a Reaper that I could send and a Skirmisher that are ready. But mostly it looks like a lot of people are tired, so... A lot of my A people are tired. Like, let's say I'd have to send Zebras if I got a mission now, and you know how we feel about Zebras. So, let's see what's next. Alright, I have the Advent Black Site. What's my next priority here?
Did you expect that I would be fearful at the news of your discovery? You may be aware of my movements, but it will change nothing.
Alright, so I can scan... I'm going to try and make contact with this region before the supply drop. Then after that, I'm going to duck over and try and get the engineer.
Course for Sector 5, India.
It'll be close. If I get interrupted by a mission, I'm probably not going to make contact in time. Alright, the infirmary is ready.
Commander, the infirmary can be used to improve the recovery process of our wounded soldiers.
So let's get, well, Luke is a sergeant and Smith is only a squatty, so I want Luke better first.
We can also speed up.
So basically for 5 days he's going to get treated for this. And while that's happening, then,
Mortana Mortat, Crossguard, Mox. Do you dream of understanding the nonsense that's constantly being spewed in your face whenever you step outside in our lovely little world? Well, good news. Expert translators among the resistance.
So I can improve this bond, but it takes them both... I won't be able to use either of them for a while, and I can't afford to lose them right now. I got too many people injured, so I'll worry about it once I've got the infirmary running properly. Okay, so they built another one of their little bases that generates this Avatar project progress. They need 4 more little blocks, and once they get that, I'm basically screwed and I lose the game. There's a timer that runs, but it's pretty tight once it happens. So I'll want to do something to stop that soon.
Have provided us all the intel they have on the Chosen actively working.
Oh, hey, Fraggle. That's no problem. Yeah, I was given the choice between giving people a lot of notice or being able to do a stream at all. So I feel like I made the right choice. But and I've got the recordings up, so if people can't make it, you know, it's not the best, not ideal, but at least we're able to do something. So what I'm gonna do next is gonna go over for that engineer.
Avenger plotting new course.
But what I really should have done, Fraggle, is I should have sought your advice for the livelihood of the stream as an ongoing basis, because you are firstest with the mostest. All right. I've got... Do I have power problems? Not problems per se, but I could use it. I'm going to put one of these engineers, two of these engineers to work on clearing this out. I don't really need it too badly right now. A lot more people got better, so I'm going to go ahead and put Katie and Zebras here to get their second level bond. I forget what that even does, but whatever.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
Okay, there's this.
Resistance is a daunting task, Commander. But your efforts so
So these guys will sometimes train, and when they train, they'll get like new strengths. This guy got a new strength that he's able to summon a bunch of beasts, which isn't too big a deal because it's basically just a waste of his turn. But
I am stronger than ever, and I will not fail them. All has been
you have a very, very good point. I do think too much about my own life when living my own life. You're assuming I'm giggling at you. I could just be like completely deranged and giggling at myself. Historically speaking, it's plausible. I don't know if I want to reveal this. I'm just not gonna. Nothing too good here, but I can put one thing in for the Templars. So I'll put this one over here. I'll piss off. And that means I can put one wild card here. So any of these. And I'll take the one that improves Shred, because that's pretty good.
We obey.
And do I want to go for...
are no different than countless other species who
this?
found themselves obsessed with the Elder's power.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down...
Or
we need
I'm
to
well
move
aware that the
fast.
fan base is small enough that I can just do whatever I want and it doesn't matter. One or the other. Really, even referring to it as a fan base is incredibly flattering. Okay, so I had a covert op to reduce some of the Avatar progress, and that's finished, which has kind of knocked two of their blocks
There were a
off,
few
which is
wounded
good.
during the latest covert action. But after a few days rest, everyone
All
will
right,
be
let's see what
ready
we've
to
got
get
for
back out
covert
there.
ops for this particular month. I do want to start hunting these guys down, because it gives you more orders, and yeah. So improve combat intelligence. I'm going to want to work around too, because that's how you make like your super soldiers. So basically, it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of hunting them and a lot of, and just this reduce avatar projects. So for now, I'm going to worry about getting this up. So the bonus here is that whoever does this gets +1 health. I think I'll take. Do I want to take a Reaper for that? No. Let's take the Meat Pounder, because he tends to die. Oh wow, the only people I have who are sergeant level who can actually go on this is me and the Reaper, Olay. If it comes down to it, I might have to send Fraggle and Moon on the next mission, even though they're not ready, and then just deal with it. But for now, I gotta lock this in. I don't care if they get wounded again, so I'm just gonna confirm this action.
Our order is clear, and we will obey it.
You missed 16 of the streams. You are not true. That is not true. Actually, this is the 4th stream chronologically, so I don't think you've missed a single one. You saw the last one. The only dead characters are the ones that died in the 2nd stream, which is Len, or Tim, and the Reaper. And then they got brought back as an abomination. I kind of mashed them all together. Let me see. View soldiers. Yeah, Lena died, so I took them and I mashed them, their DNA. I said that Critters, in a fit of grief, mashed all their DNA. He went through the showers and pulled out all these hairs and, like, cloned himself a new Lena, Tim, Meth Strong. So, and it's all, like, stitched together. And that's canon now. But other than that, nobody's died. A lot of people you could see are injured. Like, the squad is just fucked up right now. We're, like, injured or busy doing weird crap. Alright. So this is telling me that there's, like, a boss alien at this particular facility.
Allies scattered in cities throughout the globe who are willing to share.
Yeah, this is bad news.
Operations.
I was hoping. So,
Aliens are actively pursuing them.
Katie and Zebras were almost done their bond training, which would have let them come on this, but they didn't quite finish it before it goes. So I'm gonna... These council-given or faction-given missions are usually harder, so I'm gonna take the best people I can. So I'm gonna take Moon, even though she's tired. She'll probably get PTSD, but shit happens. I'll take a Reaper for sure. I'll take a Skirmisher. I need a Specialist, so I'll take W. And I can bring Fraggle and risk her getting PTSD. Or somebody else. And I think I need the firepower, so I'm going to take Fraggle. Alright. I don't actually know how risky it is to bring tired people. I think it's just they have a worse chance of getting those mental things, which I can now treat at least. But we'll find out in a hurry, I guess. One of the benefits of the 2nd tier armor that I have, the Predator armor, is that it has a 2nd slot for utility items. So in the non-special classes, you'll see the extra slot there. But I don't have any items yet because I haven't built the Proving Ground, so really all I can do is just make sure that the Specialist is allowed to have both the med kit and a grenade. Looking at this group... no, I'll do it. Considering leaving Fraggle. So in the early days of Magic, no one had much clue what they were doing.
Sky Ranger deployed.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm very grateful that you're carrying the entertainment in this stream when I'm obviously being a tired drip and an all-around poor host. It's appreciated. All right.
Operating out of this area in need of immediate extraction. Advent forces are on alert nearby. Be prepared to engage and eliminate any hostile contacts. Secure the area and escort the VIP to safety. Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming.
All right.
Secure the VIP
So this particular mission, I have to get to this evacuation point in 12 turns. I don't have a concealed position, and I have to babysit this NPC scientist. So, luckily, because I have the Reaper, what I can do is I can scout ahead and see where the enemies are going to be. So I'm going to do some of that.
I am at your service.
Now, the Reapers have increased mobility when they're in shadow. So, if you start with the Reaper like I did there, move them up first, and they don't spot anything, you can safely assume you can move people up without it triggering aliens. Usually, except that it just happened right there and proved me wrong for some reason.
Working in close coordination to maintain a cohesive form. I will always find you.
So we got 2 sectoids and we have a Spectre, which is a new unit. It's kind of a weird, interesting thing. But we'll see what we can get at it shot-wise with Fraggle and the rest of the group. And I can use this grapple to kind of get myself my free move.
Changing position.
I think what bugs me the most about what you're saying, Fraggle, is that it feels vaguely familiar and I can't place it.
Moving there.
Okay, I'll go.
I realize the other stream Fraggle uses frag grenades, which makes me laugh. And it looks like I can't blow up the cover for the Spectre without also blowing up the cover for my Reaper. But I don't care, because the Reaper's in shadow. They won't be able to see it anyways, unless they move up. Yeah, that was weird. For some reason, blowing up that cover left him unable to shoot at the Spectre that he was otherwise able to shoot at. And unable to use Justice on anybody. And out of cover. So I guess I'll just have to move him.
You will pay the price.
I'm gonna run Moon away over here with her free move. Looks like I can't kill anything this turn, which kind of sucks. So I'm just gonna move him somewhere where he's gonna have more cover. Here's good.
I move.
Alright, and the Chosen is showing up for this mission. This is the Hunter, who we haven't seen him yet. He's kind of like a long-range sniper kind of guy. He's actually one of the easier ones to deal with. The Assassin is kind of the worst.
I appreciate
But it depends what abilities he's rolled with, too. He does have a fair amount of health. He's got 30.
That's one of the Elders chosen, and it's not gonna make things easy on us. Let's try to take care of it as quickly as possible.
That sucks. This thing moved in a way where it spotted a lay, so they might get shots at it with the sectoids. Sextoids. The Sextoids. Should make a band called the Sextoids.
Never forget that.
I know where you are.
So this thing has an ability where it'll make like a clone of one of your soldiers that's like made out of this weird green energy. And that clone is like sort of like a mind control. While the clone is active, your soldier will be like stunned and asleep. But if you kill either the clone or the
They might seem
Ole might be about to die actually.
they still hit pretty hard.
No.
What?
He lives another turn at
Who I
least.
fight now? What dies today?
Yeah, so all you really need to do is kill either the Spectre or the this green thing, and the other guy will wake up. So I think I might go ahead and do that right now, because this guy's got some partial cover, and I don't count on anybody else. Like, the only person I have down there is a Grenadier who doesn't have very terribly good accuracy. So I'm just gonna get it done now. Because I do want to move forward for this mission counter. And I want to clean up all these aliens before next turn, because they're the Chosen is hanging around too. So. Oh, he's disoriented. That being the case, I think I'm just going to double fire on this sectoid and hope I get lucky.
I have failed us.
I'm telling you, you got to make that radio show. Talking shit with Diaper Mouth. That's fucking perfect. Like, even if I didn't already want to tune into that, I would just for the name. It is an excellent name. What can I even do with this? Reapers are pretty accurate. I'm going to see if I can get a decent shot moving over here. Yeah, you can. And he can do enough damage to put this one down. Olay has 6 health left, which means I don't have to worry about him dying this turn, so I'm gonna gear more towards making shots at this sectoid than
Headed there now.
healing him up. 53 chance is not that great. Obviously enough. I'm gonna move Fraggle up as well.
You say so.
Fraggle only has the 1 grenade left. I might be able to, if I really wanted to. No, I can't. I'm not even far enough range. But I'm just going to put them both in Overwatch so that if the sectoid moves, they take a shot at it. And I don't like the sectoid's chances of actually hurting me this turn, so it's only 1 sectoid. Yeah, so he decides not to move so as not to trigger the Overwatch fire. And in that decision, he ends up missing because he takes a shot at Mox, who had high range. So this is a Chosen's ability. This particular Chosen has an ability, tracking shot. It's pretty much worthless. I don't know. It's not that great. It'll mark a guy on your turn, and if you don't move, he'll hit you. Fine, but it's very easy to just move. I've never actually gotten hit by it. Maybe it hurts a lot, but I've never gotten hit by it because I always just move. It's really fucking easy to move. So you can see all of these little knife marks or areas where if you're staying in it, you'll get shot by it. But like I said, you can see there's plenty of areas I can move that are outside of it. I can even move here this turn and get a shot. So, not too big of a deal.
I can't entirely blame you skirmishers for being angry with the Elders. They certainly didn't do much for Advent in the looks department.
Of the 3 Chosen, they all have their own little personality things where they're saying stuff. And I find that the Hunter's the only one I don't mind. He's alright. He's like kind of sarcastic and a bit of a dick. The other ones are kind of boring. And the problem with any of them is that they never shut up. None of the 3 of them ever shut up. They're always just constantly fucking blabbing.
I guess that'll be okay.
Fraggle's got a weird accent. Okay. I'm gonna try and make this shot with Fraggle, because if she hits it, I will have the spare action to maybe heal Olay if I want to. But she missed. But what she did do is mess up his cover. So that's still useful.
Another Templar cultist, feigning knowledge of a power they barely understand.
So I'll see if W can kill this sectoid. Okay, good. So for the rest of this turn, I'll just kind of ball up a little bit and reload.
Me to go down that easy.
Let's check out what this Chosen is capable of here. He can summon Advent Priest. That's a bit of a pain in the ass because they have like 2 lives. He has a chance to return fire against missed shots. That's interesting. And he gains health when nearby enemies take damage. That one's a pain in the ass. He takes increased damage from close range attack, and he takes increased damage from skirmishers. So his weaknesses, at least, are beneficial to me. Like, I've got a Templar here that's close range. I've got a skirmisher here, which obviously is a skirmisher. So at least I'm going to be able to, like, exploit some of those weaknesses. That health gaining one can be a pain in the ass on a map where you're triggering a lot of aliens at once. So I will try not to do that, basically.
Loading fresh ammo.
And I'm just going to tell Ola to do Overwatch.
Turn on watch.
I'm watching you.
Okay. So I'm going to put the Reaper back in Shadow. Going into Shadow is a free move, which is handy. And then I'm going to move up towards the evacuation point. So basically scouting this round. Still no aliens. Okay. So I'll get everybody into a better position and try and move them up.
Double time!
Mox needs to reload.
Ready weapon.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. That's you're sort of right. Like, without the context, what are people supposed to think when I say something like that? But on the other hand, I feel like making a comment like talking shit with diaper mouth is something that is just objectively enjoyable, and it justifies itself regardless of the context. That's how I feel. Alright, so nothing that turn. There's a lot of aliens over here, probably. There should probably be 2 more groups of them, and and they've got to be between me and this evacuation point here. So that's a little bit dicey. Move him up, and I still see nothing.
No place for you to go now. Alien patrol.
Alright, we got... What the fuck is even over there? A mech, a priest, and a officer. Okay. So now once I've spotted them, I have this mod that'll tell me when I'm moving into their range with the rest of the soldiers, because the rest of the soldiers are in concealment. I'm just checking out this tower. Doesn't look like it's too good. So I'm going to try and make it a priority to kind of creep up and reload this turn.
Heading to that location.
Put everybody in Overwatch, and then next turn I'm going to try and smash some faces here.
Affirmative. Covering now.
The good news is that, I mean, the Chosen is still prowling around, but the evacuation point is like right there. So, in terms of the overall objective of this mission, I'm not too pressed for time right now. Unless something goes really wonky when I'm fighting the Chosen, then I should be okay.
To that position.
Then again, you know, best laid plans of mice and men. I'm gonna move the Skirmisher. The Chosen's weak against the Skirmisher, so I'm going to make it a priority to move him up farther, so that he's more towards the center of everything. And the Scientist is getting close to the point where I could just have her make a blitz for the exit, but for now I'm going to keep her in full cover behind this tree. And that'll be a turn. So the aliens still don't know I'm there. The Reapers spotted them, but the rest of my group is just kind of chilling in Overwatch, waiting for them to kind of move across this little line I've made. I don't know what the hell the Chosen's doing. He's taking his time. Alright. I was thinking about throwing the claymore, but I can't rely on being able to get a shot at that angle to later detonate it. So. A sniper would have been handy to be able to shoot that reliably, but no dice. I might have to take another turn here. I mean, I have the time. Because that Chosen is definitely waiting for me to get close enough that that I'm engaging the rest of these guys to actually do anything.
That's affirmative. Moving to Overwatch.
I'll just get into the best possible Overwatch and closest possible positions here, and then next turn, regardless of anything else, I'm going to go off to them. And I don't want to move too far over here, because for all I know, there's another group over there.
My watch begins.
There were not that many aliens on this map yet. There's more out there somewhere.
A-10 Batal. It is under my watch. No one will harm us.
Still nothing from the Chosen. Alright, but I can launch this Claymore here.
Deadly trap.
And then I can detonate it, and detonating the Claymore doesn't reveal the Reaper. So these guys will get blown up and they'll scramble, but they won't actually know what's going on. Unless they happen to run by the Reaper. And in either case, everybody else is there with their actions ready, so they're like, what the hell happened there?
Contacts had heard rumors Advent might be rolling out a heavy infantry armor system. Looks pretty tough.
Oh, is that a shield bearer? It's not a, I thought it was a priest, but it's not. It's a shield bearer. They're a bit different.
If you say so.
One thing I have to be a little bit wary of here is that the evacuation point is right on top of this roof. So if I do too much damage to the structure, they'll have to move it, and it'll cost me some time. But I think I'm okay doing that. Alright, so now we've got everything is injured, everything is out of cover. So it's basically just clean up at this point and moving everybody closer to the evacuation. So, we have a mech, an officer, and the shield bearer. The shield bearer is actually useless by himself, so I'm going to go for the officer first.
Look at that. No longer a threat.
Who have I got left, action-wise?
As you order.
83% chance, pretty good. Good stuff.
Don't worry about them. The elders have plenty more to spare.
Might not be able to kill the shield bearer this turn, which means he'll get to use his little ability, but it's not gonna be too big of a deal. You'll get to see what it is and why it doesn't matter. Unless Moon gets a critical and just kills him, which is what happened. Alright, so that cleans everything up for this turn, actually. So probably next I'm going to be worrying about the Chosen. So all I got to do is be a little bit cautious with my scientist that I'm supposed to be rescuing. And we're okay. Still no Chosen. What the fuck is he doing? This is just weird at this point.
there now.
I'm gonna move over here and get this loot first before I forget about it.
Got something new.
Let's see how close I can get the...
As you command.
Moving as ordered.
Where are all the damn aliens?
I have sight beyond vision.
Oh, there he is. Shit, has he moved at all? Just chilling over there. Alright. Let's do our standard Overwatch crap.
On Overwatch.
It's getting to the point where it might be difficult to kill him on time. Might have to just leave.
Come get some.
For now, I'll just move closer and get everybody in their Overwatch. Now that I know where he is, I can kind of put the scientist in a position to get out next turn. Here he goes. Moving, moving.
Don't make this too easy on me.
Alright, first thing I want to do... get Mox out of the way.
I will go.
So with that, I can do the mission objective right now. Okay. So that's me completing the mission. Now it's just a matter of if I want to or am able to kill the Chosen before I leave. And in order to do that, I guess I'm just going to set up near the evacuation, but also close-ish to the Chosen. I'm going to send this to heal Ole.
Get on the heels.
I was saving it earlier, but it doesn't look like I have too much to deal with, so...
Understood. Moving out.
The legendary SpaceCOM and their noble commander continue their valiant struggle against overwhelming odds. A minor hiccup in the Elder's...
Looks like I have to wait for this guy to finish talking before I can actually do things, which is
That's
not
the
great.
Elder's hunter. From what we've heard, he's a relentless tracker with an unnatural ability to call his shots.
I can make it.
And we want Fraggle somewhere useful. You want to avoid clumping up if you can, because they have some AoE stuns, I think. But if he doesn't move into range this turn, I might have to just leave, because if he starts doing nonsense with stuns, I don't want to leave a bunch of people behind.
But why turn down the Elder's helping hand? I could use a new perspective.
You see, he's very mobile.
But effective.
Soldier down! Get him back up, ASAP!
on target location. Get up and get back out there.
Whoa! What just happened?
Get ready for a surprise.
You might as well start throwing rocks.
And I think miss shots he might return fire on, which would really suck for Fraggle, but we'll see how it goes.
I'll chalk that up to beginner's luck.
Yes, Commander.
'Fuck you. 89% chance that he misses. What a chooch.
Missed your chance, turncoat. I'm the best there is.
And he just took 5 damage and is bleeding.
You'll have to suffer a little longer.
We have to expect our
Oh,
soldiers
nice.
to feel the strain of combat eventually. We just have to give them enough time.
Well, that went sideways quickly. Okay, so he missed an 89% chance, and when he did, the Chosen got to retaliate. He hit, which caused Moon to panic, so Moon ran and took a shot and missed, and then got return fire on, but he missed her. So that's kind of how that went. With people panicking, so he gets health back when he injures people, and he gets health. So basically, when you miss him, you take damage, and it's bad. I got a 100% chance with Olay here, though. It's too bad, because if you'd taken that damage from that 89% chance hit, the difference in damage would have been something like 15, because he got some back, and he would have taken a critical hit because he's weak against skirmishers.
Down, Commander. Watch this. Just hold still. One more shot should do it.
Alright. Four turns until I have to leave here. I only have one heal left.
Nearby coming through.
W is out of heals, and he's bleeding. And bleeding is healing the Chosen, so I'm just going to have him leave.
I'm going.
Because otherwise he's going to stick around and give the Chosen health and bleed to death, and I can't use him to heal anybody, so that's that. Fraggle's okay for this turn because she's in stasis. I don't think they're going to be able to kill Moon even though she's panicking, although I do hope she stops panicking by next turn. So... at the range the Chosen is at, I don't think I can do much about him at all. So I think what I'm going to do this turn...
I go where I am needed.
is try and get rid of this priest,
I go
and then just set up to leave next turn. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill the Chosen, so I'm not going to bother.
Justice comes for all.
That's probably stupid. Oh well.
No longer hide.
That was stupid for a couple of reasons, actually. Oh well. Ugh, no critical either.
What should we try this time?
Watch the sides!
Okay, so Priest runs away. He's going to try mind control on Fraggle. I think Priests have pretty good psionic ability, so...
Nice try!
Nope. Fraggle's just like, nope, not going to happen.
Time to go. There is.
Okay, the...
Is it worth living long like that? The only thing on the line here is your planet, Commander.
Alright, so...
No pressure.
Mox just took a shot from the hunting rifle and is now bleeding out. I don't have a med kit to save him, so I'm just going to pick him up and leave. Everybody's in range of the evacuation point that hasn't already left. Moon is no longer panicking.
You okay?
I think the only reason she's panicking is because I brought her when she was tired, but shit happens. I kind of had to do that. But everybody's going to leave, everybody's alive, and I did the mission objective, so it's not the cleanest looking win, but it'll work.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, there were no other aliens on that map, actually, which is kind of surprising.
Advent officials announced an increase to this month's recruitment quotas. Citizens are encouraged to voluntarily visit their nearest...
This is kind of a sloppy mess of a mission, but if you look at it in terms of strictly the results of it, everything was done that had needed to get done, and just some injuries around the around there. So. I think I'll get Wrath. I think I probably could have upgraded his Ripjack. I didn't think about it. Alright, so we got another scientist. I didn't really need a scientist that bad.
Mental fatigue starts to impact our soldiers' tactical effectiveness when they don't have a chance to rest.
And
We should give them a
Fraggle.
few days off to recover if we can manage it.
Fraggle could bond with W. I don't want to do that, though, because W is kind of a scrub compared to Fraggle. Fraggle is now afraid of sectoids, so I'll get her trained, or I'll get her treated soon. Basically, once Luke is done getting over his PTSD. It strikes me as very Fraggle that Fraggle managed to resist mind control. They're just too stubborn to actually be controlled.
Refuge of these cities, Templars. Do not assume that their aid will make any
I'm gonna try and keep getting this engineer.
cause.
The two soldiers we sent to the training center have developed an even stronger...
Alright, here's the proving ground. So the proving ground, you can build a lot of like specialized weapons here.
It seemed like a good idea to isolate some of our more experimental concepts, especially when it comes to weapons development.
Alright. And I'm gonna try and get to developing the Hunter's Axe
I'll have the team get
ASAP.
started immediately, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as we've made progress.
Because that thing is great. This thing's gonna keep on prompting me to bond W with Fraggle, which I don't want to do.
Our actions have succeeded, and the elders grow free.
Okay, so Smith and Thrax are done this hunt for the hunter, which moves me up one rank in their little
Common enemy, and together we grow strong. If there are orders,
what's it
you
called?
have us follow, Commander.
It is called Influence. Moves them up one tick on their little influence track. Gives me some more options too here. I would like to improve combat intelligence is kind of a luxury right now. I think I'm gonna keep on going after the hunter. But who could I send for this? Who needs mobility? Rangers can use mobility. Everybody's fucking tired. Actually, no. Critters is better than I am, so let's not do that. promotion for a lieutenant is good. It increases the highest rank I have, which can be useful for the getting the squad size up ability in the proving ground. I'll send Petilius for this. I don't want anybody to get captured. That's a pain in the ass. So I have to send somebody else too. I'll send Luke. Yeah, get it done.
Covert is our specialty. Let's just hope your people can keep up.
Alright, and the infirmary. I'll start getting Fraggle traded for her newfound PTSD. Another engineer. This is good. So, different things I can do with this engineer. I can keep clearing out rooms. I can put them in the proving ground to make all my proving ground things go twice as fast. I can put them in the infirmary, which means everybody's going to heal from wounds twice as fast. Not being fatigued, but from wounds. So I'm going to look over what wounds I have right now. It looks like I don't have many people who are still wounded. Looks like the most I have is 4 days. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the engineer here, just to try and get a push of new soldiers for when I do the next mission. Maybe, you know, that 2 days makes a difference. Then I'm laughing. I have a... Oh, Smith, the meat pounder, has got a promotion. So I'll get him Blade Master. Look at that. Look at that beautiful man. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And what else is it hounding me about with alerts here? Nothing. Okay. So I better get the supply.
Avenger plotting new course.
Guerrilla ops. Alright. So this mission is suicide, because it says the squad size on this mission is limited to 3 soldiers. Yeah, fucking right. I won't be able to do that. This one is only for a scientist, which kind of sucks. This one gets rid of rapid response, but the reward is a sharpshooter, which is even worse. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go for the scientist and counter this hidden event in case that hidden event is very bad.
Setting course for India.
Alright, we'll see who we can bring for this one. Humor's finally good. That's great. Okay. I guess I have to bring this joke of a character named Zebras, which means I should bring Katie at the same time. And then, who else have I got? Moon needs to rest. So let's take the meat... No, the meat pounder still has PTSD. I'll take Kuzel. And... I guess I could take Rook, but he's a fucking sharpshooter. I don't take a sharpshooter. Oh, Ole is still ready. Okay, let's do that instead. Alright. Yeah, it looks like we're good to go there.
Deployed. Menace ready to deploy.
Local resistance forces in this area managed to seize control of an Advent data vault holding files tied to the alien operation we picked up on.
Alright.
The aliens... capturing the data and killing everyone they found. We're not going to let that stop us. Move to secure the area, neutralize all enemy contacts, and recover the assets. Menace 1-5.
The other thing about this mission is because it's the objective is to hack this thing, it might have a good bonus on it for Emir. That one where he gets a permanent bonus to his hacking. So I'm kind of hoping for that. But I'm going to need to get anywhere near it first, so let's start there.
I go where you tell me.
And I'm going to move a lay up here. See if I can see anything.
Time to motor.
And if not, I'll get everybody up to try and catch up to him, and that'll be that. Since I have proper concealment this time, I'm not going to have that problem I had the other time where as soon as the aliens spot any of the squad, they just go fucking nuts. These little towers will spot you if you move too close to them. And the same thing with like civilians. There's usually not too many civilians on the maps, but when they're there, they can spot you. Nothing. Still nothing. Weird.
Double time.
Weird. Weird.
Affirmative. Already there. Got
Ooh,
enemy
3
movement
Vipers.
here.
Okay, 3 Vipers over there, and then over on the other side I've got a mech and a Spectre, it looks like. So, what I'm gonna want to do... Ugh. There's like no way to move here that isn't gonna spot me because of the positioning of this tower and the fact that there's no ladders anywhere near any of this crap. So I think instead I'm gonna move here,
Moving as ordered.
which should give me an eye on the objective.
I've located the objective, Commander.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. We have positive confirmation of the target package. Move to acquire.
So aliens do tend to like to,
Heading out.
or pods tend to be clustered around the objective. So you can see these Vipers up here. I have a lot of explosive people here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go start going nuts on these clowns. I need to be a little bit closer to do it, but
Moving out.
because what you'll see is I can get a good chunk of them with this grenade and then kind of go from there. But the other thing is they're gonna when it explodes them, they're gonna fall through the roof, and that's gonna do some damage too.
Fire in the hole.
There is nowhere
We're
to
in their
hide.
sights.
Now it's just a matter of doing a little bit of damage to these, and they're gone. So see if Zebras can clean one up really quickly with lightning hands. Nope. And
Not even close.
that's Zebras for you. So not only did she miss, she somehow managed to shoot this van, which means now everybody else has to move. So, good job, Zebras.
What's over there? Dead. He has to be dead.
And actually, yeah, Zebras just is going to cause... Oh, that's ironic. She's going to cause her buddy Katie to get blown up by this car, I think. And there's not much I can do about it. Good job. Zell out of cover a little bit, because it doesn't matter too much. These guys are going to be dead this turn. That'll save me really, or possibly revealing Olay. Looks like I can't get both of them. Doesn't matter. Okay, what have I got left? I got Emir and Olay. I think I'm gonna take the risk of revealing Olay to shoot the Viper here. There's a 100% chance. And that'll leave me Emir free in case that other group further away, it did reveal him. In case that other group over here decides to mess with me, or in case I get a Chosen coming down on me this turn, I'll at least get an Overwatch shot. But first I'm gonna check out this tower and see if it has anything worth hacking. Oh, it does. Recover a lead on an alien facility kind of helps you delay the Avatar project. But I'm not going to hack it now, just in case the other tower has that ability, that thing that will increase his hacking ability. And that way I can still keep him in overtime, or his Overwatch. So I'll just put him into that, and I'll see what the other guys do. Alright, here they come. And Emir takes a shot and misses because he's a chooch. So it is a mech and a Spectre.
They're on the move!
Yeah, so basically Zebras missing hit Katie for 6 damage by blowing up the car she was standing beside. So Emir will probably have to fix that up this turn. But he also has Haywire Protocol, which lets him hack into robots, so I'm going to see if he can get a good chance to that. Oh, hey, Madden. No worries. I'm going to, like I said, I'll have the recordings up for anybody who wasn't able to catch it. Nobody's died yet, so you haven't missed too much. Although I've been playing like garbage, so... I got 4 turns until I need to hack that objective. So I'm gonna take this turn to dick around with these aliens over here, and then grab the objective on the next turn, probably. So similar to the last turn, I'm gonna blow up the cover underneath these guys, and get some falling damage on them as well. And also it'll move them into an area where it's easier for me to shoot them, because they won't have cover and they'll be low. So that's good.
I guess that'll be okay.
For some reason, she can't get a shot at that mech. Okay, so that was dodged. You will still hit sometimes with these, with certain enemies. But what they'll have is they'll have an ability to dodge that will reduce the damage from those hits. There's really nothing you can do about it. It's just kind of random. And that's what he did when he got shot. I need to heal Katie this turn.
Medical detail.
.57 isn't the greatest chance, but better than getting no shot at all. And nothing. Big nothing.
Adjusting sights.
Moving to designated coordinates.
I guess I'll go for his cover and then try and finish him off with Olay. Yeah.
Fire in the hole!
I'm going to go into Shadow for the additional movement and see if I can get somewhere where I can shoot at this annoying mech this turn. And it looks like I can, so that's good. So now I'll see if I can get somewhere where I can shoot at this annoying mech this turn, and also have cover. And it looks like that's right here.
I am at your service.
You cannot run.
A patrol is upwind.
So if he gets revealed, he might end up getting seen by that other patrol, but I gotta take the chance because I don't want that mech getting a shot off. The Spectre will probably waste his turn doing his little Shadow Bind ability and dicking around, and even if he doesn't, I don't think his ability can, or his weapon is strong enough to kill anybody in one shot. So yeah, he's done his Shadow Bind, which isn't too bad because he's the only person on the map right now, so all I gotta do is kill him and that'll go away. When they do Shadow Bind, though, they get a free move in, they'll move beside you, and then they get a free move out. So they're fairly mobile. And it does knock out the person that he does it to, so it can be a little bit difficult to track them down. But because this guy only has 3 health, it's not going to be a problem at all. It's a job even a Zebras could do, I think. Okay, so I've seen this. I know the Spectre's here, and I know the other group of aliens is over on this side. So my priorities are going to be killing the Spectre, not triggering the other aliens, and then setting up Emir as close as he can to this objective so that I can try and hack it on the next or this turn. So, in order to do that, the first thing I'm going to have to do is get rid of the Spectre. And I think I will have Zebras do that, just because she's so goddamn useless. It must be nice for her to feel like she's doing something. Okay. Alright, so with that, the Spectre's gone, the little Shadow Bind puppet thingy is gone, and my troop will wake up. I think it was Emir. Yeah, it was Emir. So now I just want to set up here for the last group and to hack the objective.
I will reposition.
I have sight beyond vision.
Alright.
Watching comes naturally.
Alright, Emir, if he moves here, we'll be able to hack it next turn. And everybody else, I'm just going to set up for easy Overwatch shots. And see what they do on their turn.
Covering now. Got it covered.
Without a Chosen showing up, this one wasn't too bad. I just have that other group on the other side, and I have enough time to kind of make my approach on them in a way that isn't going to bite me in the ass. And even better, they're going to walk like idiots into my range and take a bunch of Overwatch shots. Doesn't look like a strong group either. But the people I had on Overwatch were Grenadiers who have pretty terrible aim, so they both missed. Looks like 2 advanced troopers and a priest, which is not a big deal. I mean, famous last words, maybe I'll be proving myself wrong soon, but we'll see. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw a Claymore at these 2. Looks like I can't get them both, but I can get this guy and the other guy's cover, which will be good enough. Might reveal the Reaper. It didn't. Might only reveal him if he moves. I'm kind of curious, so I'm going to do it just to see. No, it didn't reveal him because he didn't move. Okay.
Okay, I'll go.
Zebras is far away, so I'm going to move her up. Looks like her best use this turn is going to be giving her bonus buddy action to Katie.
Let's move already.
I gave Katie the harshest sounding audio. She sounds like a jerk. Which is by design. So advanced priest and advanced troopers. The priest will dick around doing some stasis bullshit or whatever on his turn if he's still alive. He's kind of a support troop. So I'm not worried about him killing anybody. I'm worried about him making my life more difficult when I'm trying to kill other people. But if it's just him by himself, he's not a huge threat. So I'm going to make it a priority to kill the troopers first, and then go from there. I'm able to hack the objective, so let's do that.
Access point.
A lead or reduce time on tech. I have a lot of scientists, so I'm going to try for the lead. Okay, so I got a facility lead. I think it's like an item, and then once you research it, it'll show you where there's a facility, that and if you assault the facility, then you get some avatar progress removed. They used to be more useful before the expansion. In the expansion now, you don't have as much trouble with the avatar progress. Oh shit, there's a thing over here, I forgot. I didn't grab. Oh well. So... Ymir could take a shot at the advanced priest. Or just hack the other objective. We'll see what happens when Katie shoots, because the grenadier shots can often damage cover. Alright, so she hit, but it was dodged. I might be able to put this trooper down this turn. Kind of depends on how this goes. Gazelle can get a shot on him with a critical chance, though, because he's standing out in the open. Okay, so that went critical, and he just dies. Okay, so all I've got left is Ymir, and I'm not too worried about the priest killing me by himself. The objective's already hacked, so I'm going to try and get this other thing before I kill the priest. See if I can get another facility lead. Like I said, they're not terribly useful, but, you know, if you can grab them, you might as well. Okay, so it looks like I only get one. And the failure from that is that they're going to call down more troops, but it's going to be like a... they're going to put down the flares, so they won't come in until next round. Oh! It's like psionic. I guess it's I guess it's instantaneous. I didn't know that. That might cost me a lot, actually. I thought it was like the other ones where they call in the little road flares and then... Well, this is going to get interesting, isn't it? Alright, so the priest mind controls Ymir? Fucking Ymir, he's really weak-willed. Ah, okay, so it's a different animation, but they don't get an action immediately. So I need to kill that priest pretty fast, because it's mind controlling Ymir, and then clean up as much of these troops as I can before the next turn. Looks like... Is it troopers? Is it...
It's killing time.
Jesus, Katie's harsh. No, they're stun lancers. Okay, I'll wait for Katie and see what happens there. Zebrus' best shot is against Ymir. Well, that's not terribly helpful.
Is in your hands.
Oh shit, I forgot you had to reload.
Reloading.
He's got full cover from there too.
Moving to designated position.
Yeah, I made some mistakes this mission. Let's hope this works. Or at least gets rid of some cover. No, it doesn't do either.
Miss the target.
Alright, I guess I gotta soak a shot from Ymir this turn and just try and kill as many of these other guys as I can. So I'll get her to fire the pistol at the stun lancer. Oh my fucking god, she misses with a 91% chance. I bet somebody dies because of that. Alright, and then Katie will try... Katie's gonna get fucked up, she's right in the middle. I think she's just gotta run and get better cover. Well, that was bad. Okay, so the priest is going to try and put Kuzel in stasis, and that's going to work. Emir, who's mind-controlled, is going to... What the hell is he doing? He's going to run into the middle of nowhere and take a shot at Katie and miss. There's a trooper and 2 stun lancers. One of the trooper runs, he sees Olay, which is fucking unlucky, and then immediately takes a shot at him, which he misses. The stun lancer goes up and shocks Zebras until she's unconscious, which shouldn't happen like that. I thought they only stunned you if you were already hurt. And the other stun lancer runs up, kill them all, and runs up and shocks Olay in the face. So basically, the short answer here is that Katie needs to save the day. She can get the mind control off of Emir, and then I can kind of hopefully make something of that. So I'm going to run her up here, and just ram her gun right in the side of this priest's face. Okay, so she kills him, which will get me Emir back. Unfortunately, the stasis on Kuzel is going to stay. And then it'll just be a matter of killing as many of these guys as I can. I don't think the stun lancer is going to do anything to Kuzel now that she's, or to Emir now that she's, or Emir. Let me try one more time. To Zebras now that she's unconscious. So I'm going to make it a priority to get rid of these guys as best I can. How am I going to do that? I can't get any good shots on that, so maybe I'm going to prove myself a liar and go after this guy after all.
Seems doable.
81% chance. Oh, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about Zebras getting shock batoned, because the only fucking reason she got shock batoned is because she missed a 91% chance shot. So, I mean, kind of karma there. The only person I have left is Olay. He's not able to move very far because he's disoriented, and he's not able to kill anybody with his weapon. So I'm just going to try and put him in cover, which will probably make Katie get shot at a lot this turn, but we'll see how it goes. Really, everybody's in such poor cover that I just have to worry they don't have enough damage potential to kill everybody. So the trooper does shoot at Katie, which is bad. We'll see what the stun lancer does. Stun lancer tries to stun Kuzel, and luckily, instead of going for Katie, although he wouldn't have been able to do enough damage to kill her. Alright. So this was a fucking train wreck. Let's get this done this turn. Alright, Emir can pretty much get an 83% chance from here without having to move, because he just had to reload, so let's do that. I think the advanced troopers have grenades. So I'll move Katie into cover. I might suppress this guy. We'll see how the rest of the turn goes. Kuzel can't move and shoot this turn, and she's disoriented, so I'm going to reload her weapon and probably blast this guy right in the face with it. 68% chance. Fucking point blank range. But she still does it.
Enemies down.
So now all I have to deal with is this single trooper here. He's the biggest threat to Katie. I'm going to put suppression on him, which means he gets an aim penalty, and if he moves, she's going to automatically take an overwatch shot at him. So it basically gives him a choice, and both of the choices are bad for him. And Olay. It's not a real good place to move him. He might have a grenade, so I'm gonna move away here. And put him into Overwatch as well.
Reapers are always vigilant.
He's just gonna shoot at Katie with a aim penalty, which causes him to miss. Alright, we can finally finish this horrible mission. This isn't a very high damage potential squad. Once I ran out of grenades, I burned through too many of them early, I think. Thinking I had enough. Oh, critical. Well, that's it. That's it for that.
Status confirmed.
Alright, I'm going to be gone for like 10 seconds here. I'm just going to grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Alright. Yeah, 4 wounded. That's not too great. When I get back to the base, I'm going to look at
The speaker commended loyal citizens today.
the infirmary and see if maybe I want to jam an engineer in there to make people heal faster. Because I'm definitely seeming to feel like I've got a pretty shallow roster right now in terms of what I'm able to bring to bear. Like, all the missions I've been doing so far, it feels like too many people have fucked up.
There's even one Reaper left standing. You can bet they're still in the fight.
Alright, Emir gets another rank up. So he's a captain. Unfortunately, both the captain abilities for specialists are kind of underwhelming. But I'm going to take covering fire, which is Overwatch shots can be triggered by enemy action rather than just movement. It pairs well with another ability. I might be able to get him later. Katie can pick up holo targeting, which is fucking awesome. And Kuzel can pick up Shredder, which is great. A lot of wounds here, but they're short, which is good. So I did pick up that facility lead.
Hello, Commander.
Alright. I get another scientist, which I don't really need, but whatever. Okay. I'll leave that engineer at the infirmary for now and try and get another person ready to go before... Well, I know I have a supply drop available. I wasn't able to get it because you interrupted me for this mission.
Just what are you and the Reapers up to, Commander? I've heard they'll eat just about anything, if they don't turn on you first.
Ah, the axe is ready. That's awesome. Good. Yeah, I don't remember if the axe is upgraded through the Proving Ground or through the just regular armory. I'm going to pick up the Frost Bomb next. That thing is also really good.
I'll send word as soon as we're finished, Commander.
And I'm going to check out if I can buy the upgraded version of the axe already. I think it'll be
Just give the word and I'll get
engineering.
started, Commander.
Build items. Ah, yeah, okay. Sweet, I can get it. And I can get an increased, better gremlin for the specialists, so I'll pick that up too.
What do you know?
I'm not going to worry too much about the skirmisher upgrades at present.
They seem like
I'll worry about those when I am taking the skirmisher on a mission.
Tell you firsthand, they do offer a level of medical care unmatched by any previous effort in our history.
Alright, so the supplies are done. Usually what I like to do is go to
Cancer,
the...
process is
Have I not found it on this map yet?
As long as you're compliant.
Yes. The price of admission is acceptance of
The
all
hell?
Advent policies. For many people,
Oh,
that's hardly a
oh, okay. I
consideration.
was gonna say, like, I usually go to the black market after I finish scanning at
I'm
the
beginning to
supply,
see the appeal.
but there's a dark event that made it disappear. So instead, I'm gonna work on picking up another region, I think, and I'm gonna go with somewhere in Asia, whatever region in Asia I'm connected to already that gives the most income. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slap down a radio relay here, which will make the intel cost lower and increase the supplies from that particular region.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts.
Alright, Illyrium's done, which is kind of the prerequisite for a lot of the very high-end, top-tier weapons and armor. It's improved vector rifles. +1 damage to vector rifles. I guess I could, but I'm not in any rush there. No, I think I'm going to make it a priority to push through to plasma, which is the highest tier of weapons. 17 days before that's done, but it's still going to pick it up pretty quick relative to the rest of this campaign.
Commander, then I think it's time I root out all these little friends of yours skulking around out here.
Alright,
Chosen are gonna do
so these guys are back
whatever it
from their
takes to get
mission.
to you.
Luke got injured.
That means wiping out entire camps of resistance supporters. We're their only line of defense. Our soldiers took some hits during the most recent covert action.
This resistance order is excellent. Its contact with new regions is made instantly. So what I'm going to do, now that I know I have that, is basically position to abuse it next month. I'll set that order, and then just slap down as many of these as I'm able to afford. So this month my priorities are going to be making sure I get my number of contacts up, and getting as much intel as I can so I'm able to do that, and also setting up the radio relays, which is good because I'm already doing that. Alright, I'm not feeling too much of a pinch on avatar progress, so I think I'm going to get myself get somebody a combat intelligence upgrade. So basically, who am I going to make into a higher tier soldier? Emer's kind of shit. And he's still the best specialist I have. So let's do that. And yeah, it's just Emir. He's gonna get more aim, which is kind of neat.
We will begin the covert action immediately, Commander.
But I don't need him urgently because I have a W if I need to take a specialist, so he'll be okay for long enough to get that done. This is the first tough choice you have to do. So when your Rangers hit Captain, they get either Blade Storm or I don't know how to pronounce this word, Implacable. But basically, I should look it up. But basically, it's either after you kill somebody, you get a free bonus move, so sort of like a stripped down version of what the Templars have. Or Blade Storm is anytime anything comes near you, you get to swipe at it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Blade Storm, but then I'm going to go immediately to the training center and see if I can pick up the other one too, because it'll just make Thrax like really fucking mobile, which is good on a Ranger. And because he has that high combat intelligence, he's got 28 AP that I can spend, so I can pick that ability up for 13. And I guess I'll take a look and see if there's anything else worth picking up while I'm here. Fraggle can get that same ability, but it's not a huge priority for her.
What we've managed to do here. What you've managed to do with this ship.
I just wish he had lived long enough to see us fight back. To know that it wasn't all for nothing.
Trust me, he knows.
Yeah, it feels like the roster's thin.
It was his faith.
Maybe I can get Madden back or something.
He knew we could win on our own terms.
Wow, why did I make him look like that? Petilius is going to be a squad or a sniper, which is okay-ish. Towards the end of the game, they get better, especially as you pick up some of the weapons that you can get for them. And it'll give me an alternative to using Zebras, who's a fucking disappointment in every sense. Ah, Frostbomb's done. Great.
The cooperation of these extremists will do little to unite the forces of your resistance, Commander.
And I'm gonna get the Skulljack next,
Right away, Commander. I'll send word
which is actually a mission objective. Like, it's one of the main things you're supposed to be doing. And I think now that people are are less injured, I'm gonna swap the engineer from the infirmary onto the proving ground to start gearing up some of the better weapons and stuff that I'm able to build through that proving ground. That shielding power coil is almost going to be done. Once you clear out the debris from the Avenger, you have engineers coming out the ass. So I try to push through that in the early game and get it done. More Avatar project progress.
The aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
more
Aliens have
Avatar
just finished a
project
new facility
progress.
tied to the Avatar
Yeah.
project, Commander. If we can make contact with resistance forces in the region, we could move on that facility and
Ooh, that
set
one's
back
worth
the
2.
aliens' work.
Okay. So it's definitely getting tighter on this Avatar project, because they have so many facilities feeding into it at this point. I'll just do a sabotage mission next. If I absolutely need it, I can do this black site mission, which I believe reduces progress a little bit as well. Alright. So the power coil's done. Which means I can slap down the power thing right here and just basically not have to worry about power for the rest of the game. How much does that cost? Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I'm not in any rush to get it done, so I'm just going to reassign the engineers to clearing out this room here. Instead of speeding up the power relay, because I don't actually need it yet. I just know I will later. Oh, you know what? I kind of screwed up. I shouldn't have built this resistance comms here. I should have built it, or I should have built something. There was another resistance comp here, and then move the proving ground over here. Oh well, because the same buildings when they're beside each other give a little bonus, and it would have helped. It's hard playing like this, because when you're trying to stream it, it's like you forget what you're doing from one stream to the next, and just completely lose track of yourself. Alright, so the supply drop is soon. When that supply drop comes in, I'll be able to put in that order that makes those contacts come in fast. So, with that in mind, I actually do need this power sooner than I thought. But I can reassign reassign engineers to make it happen. I'll just have to put an engineer on resistance comms next month, basically. I'll run it at Intel before I run into that. So, my next priority is going to be, I guess, scanning for this intel here.
Avenger plotting new course.
Oh, I might just not do that once the next thing gets finished.
Your campaigns to fuel the resistance. So too shall I
Oh, okay.
to satisfy the elders.
So the Chosen has injured one of my scientists to slow down my research just a little bit. Not a big deal, really.
To slow us down. We need to watch out for their sabotage attempts.
Our cooperation has proven to be a boon to the Resistance.
Alright, next we have... We're gonna get more of this progress gone. So which of these progress missions looks better? Do I want a promotion, or do I want a... aim? Well, the odds on this are better too, so I'm gonna go for the aim. So who do I want to have better aim? I'll send Zebras for this because she's fucking worthless and I don't care if she dies. And who do I want to have better aim? I don't want to send Moon because I need her. Thrax is okay, so let's send Critters. Because I probably won't want to send Critters and Thrax on the same mission anyways. So get Critters some more aim. So, those are going, and we're going back to scanning for intel. Alright, retaliation mission.
Then I will force their obedience.
These missions can be very hard. It depends. There's two versions of them. The one version where you have the little NPC resistance troops helping you, but there's an ass load of aliens on it. And the other version where there's no resistance guys, and you're just trying to kill the people or save the people before they're able to wreck them. And the one where you don't have the other guys tends to be a lot harder. Okay, so we'll take Linitim. So basically we need a good team for this. So I'm going to take basically the best people I can bring. And luckily I have a good team ready. This is a pretty decked up team. I didn't bring the skirmisher, so I don't need to build anything, I don't think. Yeah, that's all fine. But one thing we can do is give Thrax the axe
Maybe a little unwieldy, but in the right hands, this thing should cut down anything
and
standing in
Fraggle
your way.
the freeze bomb.
Charges in this grenade don't seem all that powerful, but according to Shen, the liquefied gases inside should lead to an instantaneous freeze effect.
Yeah, and that'll have to do. So the freeze bomb basically stuns enemies for a turn in a small little range, which can be very, 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 very good. And the axe is a very slightly better melee weapon than the sword, but you also get this ability where you can throw it for free. Like it's a free action, like lightning hands, once per mission. And that's really, really handy. It saves your ass, because it's like you can do like 6-7 damage for free whenever you need it the most.
There may be survivors, but that's a best-case scenario. We're going in to secure the site. Neutralize all hostile contacts.
Alright, so is this the hard version or the easy version of this mission? I think it's the hard version because I think it alternates, but I could be wrong.
One of those chosen is leading an assault on the resistance encampment in this area. Our
No,
people
it is
are
the
doing
easier
what they
version.
can to fight back, but we need to help protect the civilians trapped nearby. There's a group of resistance soldiers hunkered down.
So there's NPCs that'll help me here, but there also is just a lot of aliens. And you don't start with concealment, so we'll see how it goes. Usually the Chosen shows up for these two. So we'll move Lenitim up first, because she's the only one who actually does start with concealment, and she has the best movement range. Let's see if we can see anything.
Steer clear of those berserkers.
Ah, okay.
They can't do much from range, but they're lethal.
So you got a Muton over here and a Berserker, which is basically like just like a roided out behemoth that will like run up and bash you. It has like the strongest melee attacks in the game, I think. But it's kind of stupid and it can only attack at melee range. So you can basically, once you reveal it, you got to focus fire it and make sure it dies on that turn before it starts wailing on people. And also it has a like this mechanic where if you shoot it enough times, it has a chance of just going completely bonkers and hitting its own buddies. So they're kind of an interesting unit. Alright, he saw me. Or he saw the resistance fighters, I'm not sure which. But in any case, getting some Overwatch shots on him. Oh good, that's an easy 12 damage on him. Usually I miss Overwatch. It's been like almost like a stream staple that I've been missing on every fucking Overwatch shot, but those ones turned out well. Alright, and over here I got a Viper.
No place for you to go now.
A Viper and a Muton. We'll see what these resistance guys do. A lot of mutons on this map. At least 3. Alright, so might do something a little bit riskier here.
Running and gunning.
Oh, he's so fucking Australian. I'm so Australian!
Running.
Alright. So he's got a good shot on that Muton. I might have to try and clear away some of its armor first, but... The fun thing about the Mutons is that they will, they'll counter melee attacks. If you try and do that, they'll just like, be like, nope. Ooh, I thought you'd be able to do enough damage to kill him. That kind of sucks. At least you gotta focus. I'm gonna choose parry instead of trying to move away there. Actually, I think I'm going to have to use the axe here. Make sure I can get this Muton killed in one turn. Oh, it stunned him. Well, that helps. Oh, missing 92. That doesn't help. Get it together. No worries. Emir can't move any further, so I'm going to get a shot on the Berserker here. And see if I can find... Not the greatest cover here. Whatever. 88% chance. And she fucking misses.
Adjusting sights.
I sort of saw that coming as a possibility, so I'll have Leniton finish it off. Hopefully that doesn't reveal her, though, because she's closer to the rest of these guys. And it does reveal her.
We are known to them.
So for the record, if Lenitim dies, again, it's Fraggle's fault. That's a great scream.
Commander, Advent isn't backing off. They've got units in the AO that are ignoring...
Oh, this is good luck here. So the Muton has run up and tried to swipe at Moon, but Moon is able to use her parry ability to basically dodge the first attack that's done on her in a turn. So she does that instead of getting hit.
I'm being flanked.
So now I just got to clean up this Muton and move forward this turn.
I can handle that.
No worries. Alright, so basically execute that Muton that's stunned.
Well, how about that? My ammo's running low.
Oh god, he's so fucking Australian. I can't deal with it. It's too much. What am I gonna do about this Muton though?
Whatever you say.
I think I might have to throw a grenade at him just to strip some of his armor.
Whatever you say.
35, whatever. I got nothing better to do with him.
Missed the target.
I might not actually be able to kill him this turn. I could have Fraggle throw a grenade at him and kill him for sure. Or freeze him. But those are fairly useful abilities, and I don't want to use them right now. So, and Emir's here with his like 4-charge medkit, so instead I'm going to suppress it. If it moves, Fraggle gets a shot and kills him. So that's good stuff there.
The resistance team is in the clear. They're moving to help the other survivors.
Okay, so they're going to move up and try to help the other group of civilians.
There's a large group of civilians pinned down within range of your position. Sensors indicate hostile forces are closing in fast. We need to get in there before the aliens slaughter those people.
I know there's a Muton. And it looks like there's another Berserker over there. There's a 4th Muton. A lot of Mutons, a lot of Berserkers. Hopefully they'll kill at least that one. So this turn I have a lot of reloading to do.
Reloaded.
Another, like, Templars are very, 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 very good, but one of the other things about them that's just great is that you never have to worry about reloading with them. Their pistol has infinite ammo, and their side blade thing never needs to be charged.
Re-up and reload.
And I think I'll put Lenitim into Shadow and have her start running up, if only for the mobility. I'm getting a better idea of where everything is. So this will be pretty much a wank of a turn where I'm just reloading everybody's weapons after fighting those mutons.
I'm going.
I'm going. No worries. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I see you've played Knife with Spoony before. You gotta love this guy with his little dinky rifle taking a shot at this berserker, which is like just 6 times his size. Is that a 5th muton? Jesus. Would you kill one of them? Just like kill one of the mutons. There's so many. These missions are kind of weird because it seems like the AI is doing pretty okay without you closing in. And it's actually like the aliens seem to more likely to just go ballistic and start murdering people once you show up. So it's just like the way the AI works, but it's kind of stupid.
I go where I am needed.
So move up here and get.
Can never escape my sight.
All right, what do we got? We got 2 mutons and a berserker. That is a very, very bad pod. But at least I got these resistance guys shooting at them.
Got it. Moving.
And again, I'm going to set up with some Overwatch.
Scanning.
This one's going well enough so far that it's kind of mine to lose. And the way I would lose it is by getting too stupid and moving up and getting somebody killed. I'm not too worried about the number of civilians that are getting killed. You only need to save 6, which is a pathetic amount. Yeah, see, it's like now that they see me, or now that I can see them, they're like way more aggressive. I'll try and make sure to kill that berserker and at least hopefully one of the mutons before the next turn. It seems like all the NPCs are reloading this turn though, so they're not going to do too much. Criticals there, that's good. And I have run and gun back, so I think I'm going to abuse the hell out of that.
Getting close.
Getting close.
10-4.
I apologize to my Australian viewership for the stereotypical and altogether racist comments I've been making so far. For some reason he has the lowest chance on this guy, which is the guy I intended to hit. Oh, it thinks he has cover for some reason. Why? Whatever. Oh, come on.
Enemy is still up.
I mean, I guess that was a little greedy, but still. Come on. I'm not sure I can fight this berserker without triggering more aliens, but I could always just run away.
For the Templars!
Yeah, more mutants. Oh! Okay. How about that? For some reason that triggered guys on the other goddamn side of the map. So this is gonna go to hell. Almost instantly. I anticipated maybe one group, but not two. That's worse than it should be. Okay. Well, what can we do about it?
What's over there?
We got the frost bomb.
Frag out!
So this will basically make these guys do nothing for a turn. So it's as good as 2 kills for now, and then I'll come back and clean up that later.
Volk says I know where you are.
94% chance. Pretty good. And unfortunately she's revealed a second time, so that's it. No more hiding for her. Moon's momentum move I'm going to use for a parry, so if somebody shoots at her, which probably somebody will this turn, I won't have to worry about it as much. Aimer, I'm just going to worry about getting him into cover. Nobody's hurt yet. He can't even get a shot at anybody from there, so I'm just going to tell him Overwatch, and we'll see how it goes from there. Oh, of course. So this guy's going to morph into a Faceless. Since I needed more aliens here, I think.
I have sight beyond vision.
These two are frozen. The Muton takes a swipe at Moon, but she blocks it with parry. The other Muton kills one of the civilians. Berserker also kills a civilian. And totally Lebedev. Then we got one Muton over here who's going to shoot at... Oh, he's got a grenade. Holy shit!
Damn it, find some cover!
Ha! Didn't see that coming.
My power leaves me.
I didn't realize that bus could blow up. So he threw a grenade at the bus, which blew it up, and it also hit, like, virtually everybody. So Lena Tim is now bleeding on the ground. I have Emir so I can save her, but it's a matter of how many of these aliens I can clean up this turn, because it's way too fucking many. Alright. I'm actually not worried about Lenitim this turn, though. I got other problems.
Whatever you say. Impressed yet? Oh, I can handle that.
I guess that'll be okay.
Keep Fraggle here. So these guys are coming next turn, and there's not much I can do about it, but I'm just going to throw a grenade vaguely at them to kind of soften them up a little bit.
Throwing grenade!
Mutants must have moved enough that they're...
I'm going.
has the least health. So I'll send a gremlin over to heal her. And I got this berserker here to worry about. And because of that berserker being there, I think what I'm gonna do is slice at this, and then parry. Okay, so they're thawed. They're gonna do whatever they're gonna do this turn. I got a berserker and the faceless close to me. They can make me have a bad day. The berserker's just kind of trying to get somewhere where he can do something. This mutant comes in. Holy shit. They just sniped one of the civilians with this mutant. Other mutant takes another shot. It looks like another civilian, doesn't make any contact. And this berserker is the one I'm kind of worried about. Let's see what he does. He just killed a civilian. There's a lot of civilians dying, but I think I can save enough that it's not going to matter. Faceless swipes at Moon, but she blocks it with parry. I'm gonna go ahead and stabilize Lenitin.
Problem, boss.
Get some damage in on this berserker. Ugh. Not much damage for a close range shotgun. I don't actually want to move Fraggle. Fraggle is too valuable.
This world is ours.
And I think I'm going to keep on rocking this parry nonsense with Moon. Kind of keeping her in the middle of things, but with this free dodge. So, where does that leave us for the rest of this? I'm going to use Emer's other action to heal Thrax, and then see what happens next turn. Probably going to lose a bunch more civilians, but should be okay or okay-ish. Although it does depend on what they do. We'll see. Because I got 2 mutons and the berserker left. Muton roasts one of the civilians, which even just that frees up the range of what can happen with the rest of this turn in a way where I'm not as worried anymore. Other Muton shoots another civilian. And the berserker kills the third one. Yeah, 9 people have gotten killed so far. There's 7 left alive, and I need to save 3 of them. But I think the ones that are left are all the ones with guns, and they're a little bit tougher. And obviously they fire back, so I think I'm pretty okay. I can definitely kill this Berserker this turn, and probably one of the Mutons. I think I'll kill the Berserker with Moon, because the Mutons will counter her melee attack. And again, we'll use parry again. I think what I'll do with Thrax is I'll move around here and huck a grenade at this Muton to get rid of all of his cover and his armor. So I got Emer and Fraggle left. Can Emer get a shot at this Muton? The one that I just bopped out of cover. Doesn't look like he can. That's a little sucky. Alright, we'll move him up through here. Let's see if I can set up a shot for Fraggle with him instead.
Bombs away!
Okay, I'll go.
77% chance. Fucking Grenadiers. She still does it. So just that one other Muton to worry about now.
It has to be said, running dry on ammo.
And it looks like he's going to go right for Moon, which works for me, because she parries it.
I am the focus of their attacks.
And I think the Resistance guys will just kill this Muton this turn, and that'll be the end of the mission. Fair amount of people died here, so it could have gone better, but... And that nonsense with the exploding truck almost killing Lenitim was funny, but a pain in the ass. But,
there are no other hostile contacts on the scope.
at least we got it done.
The speaker commended loyal citizens today for
Probably got time for
standing
one
up
more
to
mission.
those
I feel like I'm
who
playing
let
extra
down
sloppy, and it's must be a result of having to wake up in the morning. Evening is my time to be a somebody. Right now I'm a nobody.
They're still in the fight.
Alright.
Finger on the trigger.
Alright, so 2 really great abilities here. I'm gonna get Invert though. Invert lets the Templar switch places with an enemy unit. It's incredibly useful against Chosen. You run out of cover in the middle of all of your guys, and then swap places with the Chosen, and then just fucking focus fire it with everyone else.
Hello, Commander.
Hello, Commander. I have a mouth full of cotton balls, Commander. Oh, I can get squad size too. I wonder how long it's been there and I haven't got it. I thought it was captain, but I guess I'm just wrong. So that'll let me take 6 people, so that's great. And I'll save supplies on the rest, though. Not now. Alright, so what was I doing? I was scanning for this intel, I
Looks like
think?
the Elders are getting close to finishing their precious avatar. I don't imagine that will be good for you and your friends.
Finally, we arrive upon the asylum of those depraved enough to defy the Elders. Your friends would be wise to beg forgiveness with their final breaths.
The Elders never had any issues targeting civilians, and their Chosen are no different.
Alright, so that
The Resistance
covert op is going
counting
to bring
on
the
us to
avatar
protect
progress
their
down
people.
again.
We can't let them down.
So that's good.
We are victorious, and the cause is advanced.
Let's see. We probably got one more this month. So what do we want to prioritize here? Probably more avatar progress down or a 3rd hunt mission. I don't have any majors to finish that one though. So let's see what these ones are. Captured. Who needs a mobility? I'll give Katie a mobility, and then just send her with some scrub. I don't want anybody to get captured, so I'm going to send another guy with them. I'll send Luke. Yeah.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
Now, it's the end of the month soon. So I can
We already have forces deployed
scheme
on a covert
another
action, Commander. We won't be
order
able to
by
initiate
building this
another
digital
operation
network.
until the current one is complete.
But I need the supplies, so I'm not going to do that.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
It is unfortunate, Commander, that your recent efforts have proven to be so mediocre.
Your attempts at subverting the Elders are becoming increasingly...
So she's getting close to the point where she can attack the Avenger, which I've never actually done that before. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna save this for now. Okay, so now you can see, I'm just going to put these all back. Now that I've done those missions to find some of the Chosen, I've unlocked a lot more of these, right here, these influence things, which allow me to put in a lot more orders. So each of the orders in these are forced to be the same faction as they are, so basically I need 2 Reaper ones. I definitely want this. Contact with new regions is made instantly. That's frigging awesome. Covert actions will not be ambushed is handy. All of these are okay. Resistance rising, I might be able to get around by moving some engineers around or doing some other crap. But I do have this resistance network that's... they're going to synergize well. So I might put this in for 1 month and then switch it out. Okay, so we'll look at what we have for the skirmishers. I can do 1 skirmisher, 1 for free. Sabotage is excellent, obviously removes 1 block of avatar progress. Weak points is also very good. I'm going to put Sabotage in there for now and see how it looks when I'm done. Then for Templars, I've got Noble Cause, Will Recovery is faster, which I think is Tiredness, which is kind of handy, but it's not that big of a deal. Double the ability points gained in combat, which is huge. I'm going to put that one in. So then I've got these ones left to choose from that I can do 1 of for the XCOM ones. The XCOM ones can be any faction. And I think I'm going to do the one that increases shredding. Because I got to get shredded. Shred the red. Alright. 2 days to some intel, or finishing up the supply drop. I think there's a time cost in moving that I don't want to pay, so I'll just stay here. Skulljack is done. That's good. That's like a mission objective, but it also is handy. You can use it to get intel, and I'm going to need intel this month for making contact with all these regions. So, I am going to... next thing I'm going to do is build the Spark, which is how we're going to finally get Printer.
The project is ready for deployment.
There'll be a little bit of intel here. Yeah, 32. Not a big deal. But I do want to go over to the supply drop.
I have already learned a great deal about your methods, Commander. And soon, I will reclaim you and all that you have taken from the Elders.
Alright. Oh, shit! Well, check that out. I don't know if Madden is still here, but the reward for this mission is Madden. We're trying to rescue him. So I'm going to do that.
Setting course for Sector 11, West Africa.
He's only a squaddie. He doesn't get upgraded in the time that he's gone, but I think he was holding like an acid grenade or something too when he was gone.
Going to be happy if we don't put the Skulljack to good use. We should have one of our soldiers equip it before they deploy.
All right, so we got a 6 squad size. I'm gonna pop these buttons to make all these weapons available. This is going to be a harder mission. So I'm going to take some of my better people. Ooh, Eber's tired. That sucks. I'll have to take W instead. Alright, so I'll need a Reaper, so I'll take Olay. I guess I gotta take this piece of crap called Zebras. Critters is good. Fraggle was obviously good. And I take the Skirmisher too, I guess. This isn't really a strong team, actually. Alright. And actually, I don't have money to, whoops. I don't have money to... Oops. I don't have money to buy the Skirmisher weapon, so I'm gonna get rid of the Skirmisher and put somebody else in. I take the Meat Pounder, but he's still got PTSD, so instead I'll take Gazelle. When you're using the Frost Bomb is great, but you do feel the lack of other explosives, so it can be handy to bring another Grenadier. So here's my squad. Oh, I gotta put the axe on Critters. Oh, he can't. Fucking Thrax took it on that other mission. I hate how it does that. When you send somebody in a covert op, it locks their weapons in. I don't often remember to check them for what they've taken. But I never want them to have these specialized weapons, but they often take them. But I can't do anything about it right now, so shit happens. This mission's gonna be tough.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
Still, it'll be good if I get Madden back, and then I build the Spark. That'll add a little bit of, a little bit more power to the middle of the roster. As I recall, Madden had good combat intelligence, like Fraggle.
Menace 1-5, we have a confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
Okay, so for this mission, I need to find Madden. He's in this little truck here. I need to pull him out of the truck and bring him to the evacuation point in 12 turns. These ones, usually, time-wise, are a bit of a crunch compared to some other missions. Oh, for fuck's sake. he got spotted immediately by some civilian who's just, like, standing there. So much for that. Zebra says squad site, so I'm going to set her up on this corner here, and she should be able to hang out here for a good long time, getting sniper shots at anybody in these ranges. In theory, we'll see how it goes in practice.
Moving on target location.
Already there.
No, you're not.
Will do. Overwatch.
Put a couple of them on Overwatch if anybody wanders in.
Come get some.
Really wasn't the best first turn. Oh, yeah, we got something this turn. And Olay misses, just to add a little bit of insult to the I got instantly revealed injury. So this is an Archon. These guys are weird. They're like floating troops that whack you with a stick, and then they have an ability where they like make fire rain on everybody. And this is fucking remarkable. Okay, so Critters shoots and misses. He puts a marker on it, and with the marker on it, Zebras still fucking misses. I'm gonna check the odds on that right now, because it doesn't seem like it should be high. Fire pistol. 68. Fucking zebras. It's better than I thought, but still not very good. So critters can wipe out one of these sectoids right now, and I think I'm going to do that. Because he's able to still stay in cover in case there's anything else that's on the other side of this wall.
Target down. I've got eyes on an advent position.
Yeah, it looks like a purifier, Spectre, and something else. I don't know if I can even shoot that purifier without blowing up the truck that Madden is in and fucking up the mission. Isn't that nice? Alright, let's see what Kuzel can do with, or Zebras can do with lightning hands before I worry about anything else. %81 chance. Pretty good. I'm gonna try it, see what happens. Yeah, she did hit, but she didn't do enough damage to kill it in one shot. The Archon I'm not too worried about by itself. I'm just trying to clear out. Fucking misses a 94? Fuck off. Glad I have this increased squad size to make up for the fact that some of these people are just fucking scrubs.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Alright, so new plan.
Here, catch!
I read somewhere that the difficulty in this game has like it like cheats a little bit with the percentages that it shows you, and as you get into the higher difficulties, it does it more and less, and it has this weird effect where it will like rubber band the odds on your shots. So if you miss a lot in a row, you'll start hitting, and if you hit a lot in a row, you'll start missing. I don't know if it's true, but it feels sort of true in just your experience when you're playing the game. 53% chance, but if he does hit, he'll probably kill it, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, he does. So W saved the day, and that means all I only got to deal with is that Spectre and that Purifier that are coming in from the other side. The Spectre's going to have trouble doing too much this turn. He's just going to do his like Shadow Bind, I guess, on critters. So it just means I gotta get rid of this Spectre this turn, which with 6 people shouldn't be too hard. Depends where he moves, though. I think Zebras can still get a good shot at him there. And there's a Trooper there, too. He's gonna shoot clear across the map at Fraggle and miss. The Purifier doesn't look like... I don't think he's gonna be able to do much this turn. Yeah, he just double moves. I think a freeze grenade will instantly wake, like it'll fix this little problem I have with critters being unconscious.
I'll go.
And I'm curious to know if that's the case, so I'm gonna try it.
Boom!
Yeah, no such luck. So that was kind of a waste of a turn. The freeze grenade does make it easier for people to hit them, though. So that's nice.
My natural habitat. I will go. I will always find you. A delicate placement.
Man, Reaper voices are annoying. Who can get a quick shot? W can. I'll kind of move to flank this Reaper, or this Purifier a little bit too. Who have I got left? Oh, just Gazelle. Well, I definitely want to get critters back this turn, so I might just grenade it. This is probably a pretty poorly played turn, but oh well. Kind of all flowed from not knowing that this wasn't gonna break the... This is like an 88% chance with her cannon, and I'm just a little bit reluctant to have to waste the grenade, but at the same time, I've been missing so many fucking likely shots lately that I'm just gonna do the for sure thing. Because it'll get rid of the Spectre, it'll get rid of his Shadow, and it'll wake critters up, and critters will get an action, so... Big difference there. And have critters, run and gun, and hopefully get rid of this Purifier this turn. I think this is far enough away from the Purifier that he's not going to be able to blow up and kill him. We'll see. Hoping for a critical here, obviously. Nope. No dice. People are spread out enough that I don't think the Purifier is going to be able to do too much. He can set people on fire, obviously, but... Yeah, so Critters takes a pretty hard shot in the back. That goes critical. The Purifier wanders around and tries to set him on fire, but misses. Hat taking fire. We do need to keep moving.
Moving out.
See if I can get critters to kill this trooper this turn. He hits it, but he doesn't do enough damage to kill it. But that means you've got both of these marked now, so they should be easy to finish up. He's got a 77% chance, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to heal critters first action and take a shot with second. And then once that's done, I'm going to start busting a move closer to this objective. And he misses with a 77. We'll see what Kuzel can do. 86% chance to kill the Purifier, so let's try that. Shreds. So he blows up. That's it. That's it for him. Zebras has a 96% chance, and I still don't feel comfortable because she's Zebras. But she does actually kill the guy. And that was a pretty nice looking death, too. Slumped over the thing. Alright, so, luckily that's done. I can start moving people up. To try and finish this mission off. I still have the objective here, which is getting Madden back.
I can cover it.
So I'll move Olay up there to see if I can anticipate having a lot of aliens to deal with when I try to do that. Fraggle, I'm just going to go ahead and reload because I'm starting to... I'm a little bit concerned about my overall ammo situation with the squad as a whole, so might as well have one less person who needs to reload. Okay, they're moving away, so I'm going to set Olay up closer to them and keep an eye on them, and then just move everybody else in closer to where the objective is. I think will be my plan. So...
As you order, Commander.
There we go. Everybody else I'm just going to creep up and reload and that kind of thing.
Back in.
trusting you here. Overwatch.
See if there's anything good to hack here. I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. And if not, I'll just move W up so that he's able to hack the objective sooner. Squad green, squad site. That's not too big of a deal. Alright, I'll reload his weapon.
We're green to go.
And move him over here so that he can kind of...
Heading there now.
Understood. Moving out. I'm on it.
Zebras needs to
Ready
reload.
engage.
And with this is going to be 7 turns to get Zebras from here over to here. With that in mind, I think I'm going to move her up. Even though this is a nice sniper spot, I just, you know, keep some pressure on moving towards that objective, because you don't want to run out of time. Basically, if you run out of time, people will get captured just like Madden, and then you end up with another mission like this just to get them back.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Rolling out.
W's the one that I really need, because he's the one who can hack the door that gets us Madden back. Everyone else I'm just going to creep up.
Moving.
Get into some Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Get Zebras to bust a move up
Roger
here.
that.
This map is geographically large, so you really do have to keep moving. Critters I'm going to put into Overwatch. Malay I guess I might as well put into Overwatch too. Just over here.
I will reposition. I'll keep an eye
We'll
on
see
it.
which way they move. Yeah, I think they're kind of destined to move towards me because there's no more map in the other direction. So he wanders out, Critters spots him, gets a shot and misses. Again, with our Overwatch shots, let's always fucking miss. And they're going to scramble and see what happens from here. Critters did mark this officer, so that helps Kuzel get a shot off on him that doesn't miss. Looks like a weak pod, though. Just a Purifier, a Stun Lancer, and a... And they made a mistake, too. Yeah, they made a mistake, too. So I'm just going to move Ole over here.
In your hands.
And blow up this car.
Enjoy the show.
There. That'll take care of the Purifier, and it'll get rid of this guy's cover. So, with 6 squad members
Chicken move.
and that happening, I really don't have too much to worry about here. I'm going to get Critters to run and gun up here. And I'll get a shot at this Heavy Lancer, because he's farther out. Yeah, and he gets a critical, so he's dead.
Hostiles pacified.
With Fraggle, I'm going to see if I can get rid of this guy's cover with a grenade.
Guess that'll be okay.
Because I don't think there's going to be any more aliens on this map. Could be wrong, but whatever.
This is for you.
Alright, so that'll blow him up. And it'll also remove his cover, so he's basically boned. I'm gonna move Kuzel up, get another shot at him. 78% chance, but I think Zebras can probably do it if she can't. But she does, which means Zebras can move up, and most importantly, I can get W to try and hack the door to get Madden back this turn. I think.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Might be a line of sight thing where he needs to go. Oh, he can get it.
Accessing system.
Alright. Income from the current region increased by 25 is pretty good, so I'm going to try that. And he does get it, because I had a 93% chance. So that's good. That'll help. And that's basically for the rest of the game. And it'll also open up the door so I can get Madden back. I think Madden, right now, I think he can't do anything. I think he's like just a VIP without any equipment. But that I gotta escort to the... Oh shit, that was the start of a turn, not the end of a turn. My bad. Well, we're gonna open the door. We're gonna open the door. Yeah, we're gonna open the door. And once I get line of sight into here, I will have Madden back.
We have the package and we're moving to deliver.
Menace 1-5 status confirmed. VIP is in tow. Proceed to the extraction point.
So here's Madden. He's alive. And all I gotta do is escort him to this little point up here. So I'll position for that this turn. I don't know if there's another group of aliens or not. So this turn I'm gonna move a little bit slow. And in half moves. And then if it looks clear, I'll bust a move on next turn and kind of position from there. But all it looks like all I gotta do is get up this pipe, so they're gonna have trouble stopping me from doing that. Even if they are around.
I'm ready.
Zell needs to reload. So I'm gonna do that, get her up behind this half cover.
Heading there now.
Zebra, so I'll move up.
What's over there?
Zebra sounds nervous. And the rest of these I'll put into Overwatch. I'll put W in Overwatch as well. And Madden, I'm going to put here, because I think that means next turn he'd be able to run all the way to the evacuation point. So there he is. He's alive. Aha! This is what they're going to do.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
So they're not going to... I don't think there's any more aliens here. What's happening instead is that they're dropping a bunch here on this little red marker. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Madden as a little scout. So, because he can get up to the evacuation point this turn. So I'm going to move him halfway there to see if there's more aliens. There are not. And then I'm going to move him all the way there to see if there are more aliens. There are not, so I'm going to evacuate him so that I know he's safe. Because he can't do anything. He's just he doesn't have any weapons or anything. So all I need to worry about this turn is getting people closer to the evacuation point and or setting up for an ambush on these guys that are coming.
As ordered.
The Reaper, I think I'll move as far in as I can because he's going to stay in concealment and won't be getting an Overwatch shot anyways. Critters, I'll move halfway and give him an Overwatch because I do like his holo targeting.
On Overwatch.
Fraggle, I'll move up.
Okay, I'll go.
And Overwatch.
Come get some.
W, I'll move here.
Got it covered.
So kind of just moving people a little bit closer, but at the same time still giving them an Overwatch shot back on these guys.
Got it covered.
And Zebras. Same deal.
I guess that'll be okay.
I think they can all get to the evacuation next turn. If they really needed to, but I still have some time, and we'll see what they drop off and how much damage they do to it with these with all this Overwatch. It should be a fair amount of damage. They brought a purifier too, so if they explode that, it's going to be even worse for their group. As soon as these guys move, they're going to get cut apart.
Never escape my sight.
Target still open. Kill confirmed.
Adjusting aim.
Alright, so the advanced officer is gone. The Purifier's about half dead. And it looks like they brought a shield bearer, too. Oh, I keep forgetting about loot this stream. Well, whatever. First thing I'm going to do is make a lightning hand shot because it's free. And she misses because she's fucking zebras.
Not even close.
Yeah, not even close. Exactly. Zebras can move into the evacuation point and still make a shot on that same guy, so I'm going to have her do that. 73% chance. Let's see if she misses again because she's zebras. She does not. He doesn't explode, though, which they sometimes do. We have 3 turns to get everybody out. So what I'd really like is somebody who could blow up this guy's cover, which is critters. And that'll also shred his armor, because he's the shield bearers have a fair amount of it. Alright. So now I can kind of run everybody away into this evacuation and not have to worry about not being able to kill the shield bearer, because he's got no cover anymore. Fraggle kills him. So now all I gotta worry about is getting everybody out in 3 turns, which should be piss easy.
I'm all over it.
And
Good to go.
I go where I am needed.
alright, I'm just gonna end the turn. And we'll see. Critters for having to throw that grenade is the furthest out.
Stepping off.
But
I'm trusting you here.
alright, and we got everybody in the evacuation, so
I'm gone.
time to leave. That 6th person really helped there, and actually those alien groups weren't that tough.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
And we rescued Madden, which is kind of cool. So Madden will be back on the roster. Yeah, only 1 person got injured, so it was a pretty clean mission there. So I'm going to dick around on the tactics layer for a bit, but I think that'll be the last mission of the day before I kill the stream. And I'll put an update up when I'm able to do the next one, which probably will be sometime during the week. Probably back to the regular time around 7, but we shall see.
Nothing boosts morale like a few dead aliens.
Okay.
We got more than our share today.
W finally picks up Haywire Protocol. Oh, sometimes it bugs out like that. You can't select it. This ability's pretty good. Kills with the Vector Rifle do not increase the Reaper's chance to break out of shadow. So if you are able to do a finishing shot, then it won't make you break out, which can be handy. You can use them to like finish people off and like already weakened people. And Madden's back.
Another impressive effort, Commander.
And I also got a lot of intel with that, which is going to be handy because I can use that to contact regions with that ability that I picked up that makes it happen instantly. Okay. Some bonds I can do here. Who does it want me to bond with? Critters can bond with Olay. I'm okay with that, actually. That's a pretty good match. I just don't know how to confirm it.
My followers remain in disbelief that any who once served the Elders could ever truly defy their false gods. We remain wary of their kind. But for now, their quest
Look
for
at them, they're best
vengeance
friends.
serves
Swole
our
and Fubar.
purpose.
That's horrible. I'm gonna... Bones and critters. Bones. Hammer and anvil. The Sandmen? What the hell does that even mean? There you go. This looks so stupid. Take photo. Excellent.
For them to catalog.
Absolutely excellent. That's what I like to see. Basically called them the dynamic duo, which is extra good. All right. Okay. Now, I'm gonna finally treat Smith's PTSD. I'm gonna go back to the bridge and see if I can finish this supply drop. Or I guess I could just make instant contact with a bunch of regions.
These Templars are just as crazy as my brother. What is it about Scion?
We've managed to track the chosen hunter to this region. We've located the Elder's hunter, actively working in this region, Commander.
Alright, now I can finish off Asia. The ability here is lightly wounded soldiers can be sent into combat. I don't care about that too much. So instead I'm going to focus on ones that I don't have to pay double intel for because of radio relays. So that'll be Eastern Europe. Can I get Western Europe too? No. Yeah, the radio relays, whenever something is beside a radio relay, it's easier to contact. I just need some more contacts to be able to contact some more regions. And the easiest way to do that is going to be to assign a engineer to my resistance comms. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That gives me +2 contacts. So Western Europe, 80 intel, but is instant. New Brazil. Alright, if I put a radio relay in Eastern Europe, I can contact Western Europe for only 40 intel. But I have a fair amount of intel. So maybe instead of doing that, I will put a radio relay here. Let's put a radio relay here, and then we can make contact with New Indonesia in that. So let's put that in now. But first we'll pick up the supplies. So pick up the supplies, then we'll throw in the radio relay, then we'll make the 2 more contacts. That'll be a pretty efficient way to go about that. You can already see my income is like 532. It's pretty friggin' monstrous. It's up basically double because I was able to contact those regions instantly. So let's worry about this.
Setting course for East Asia.
It does cost a fair amount of supplies to install radio relays, but I'm going to get the regional bonus from this, and it's going to save me a shitload of intel. And I can use intel to buy supplies if I really want to at the black market, so I'm going to call that a win.
Is getting more detailed every day.
The skirmishers respect your ways, Commander. Your people fight with honor.
All right.
Skirmishers, all those freed from the Elder's bonds.
What do we got here?
Eager to hear your orders, Commander.
Shut
Our
up.
influence with the resistance factions has motivated them to share some new information on the Chosen.
Ooh, this is a good order. Ability points gained by promotion are increased by 25%. Yeah, these aren't that great though, actually. Gain resistance contact I might want to pick up. Although that's susceptible to an ambush, which I don't really want to deal with right now. So I think I'm going to try and pick up this resistance order. Actually, no. Again, it's another fucking ambush. Are any of these not ambushed? Jesus. All of them are ambush. Virtually all of them. The ambushes make you play through a mission with only 2 people, so they're kind of a pain in the ass. I try to avoid them, especially because it means you have to mix up your... Like, you have to equip the people who go on them fairly well, which means you have to send A soldiers on what I usually use covert ops for as, like, throwaway missions. So I think I'll just call the stream for here, and I'll sort it out when I come back on next stream. Okay, so thanks for showing up, and it was good to chill with you guys. I'll put this recording up with the rest of them. I'm hoping to load them up on YouTube sometime soon. I'll let everybody know about that, and I'll let everybody know about when I'm able to schedule the next stream. Okay, take it easy, everybody, and thanks again.